The Luzz Inferno has taken its place as being one of the most powerful paddles in the game right now. I decided to test it out and see what all the hype's about. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna put some quick specs on screen for you guys to check out. But yeah, in the meantime, let's talk about the price. This paddle comes in at $229, but after my code AP, it makes it just under $195. So definitely more on the premium side as far as price. Let's go ahead and jump into what you guys are all waiting for, the performance overview of the Luzz Inferno. During my first 3 open play sessions, I used it completely stock, no added weight. Right away, the first thing I noticed was the pop and the power. Honestly, it felt broken, but in a good way. The ball really just jumps off the face. Dinks felt crisp, speed ups were explosive, serves and drives felt exceptional, and came off really fast. Also, I'd like to mention that this handle is completely acceptable for two-handed backhands. You do have to put a finger onto the paddle, but it does feel fairly comfortable, which is a big plus for me because I'm starting to implement that in my game. The one area I struggled with the most, especially early on, were drops and resets with this paddle. They weren't terrible, but they definitely took some adjustment because of how lively the paddle felt. Also, overheads were a little inconsistent for me too, but that's probably more on my form rather than the paddle itself. After putting 12 hours on this paddle, I added 3-gram pods on 3 and 9 position, and let me tell you, that's where the paddle really came together. The sweet spot noticeably expanded and it became much more forgiving on off-center hits. My mid-court defense improved a lot. Hands battle still felt quick, but a lot more stable. My drops became much more consistent with the added stability. So overall, guys, stock form feels explosive and powerful, but slightly touchy in the soft game. With added weight, it becomes much more of a complete paddle. It feels powerful, stable, and much more forgiving. This paddle is such a great option for power that's exceptionally predictable. All right, guys, so honestly, who is this paddle for? I would say intermediate and up players looking for an elongated shape and need maximum legal power with good pop at the kitchen and great control aspects. Who is this paddle not for? Anyone that already owns a boomstick or a bread and butter loco, since they're just so similar. Or if you're just on a budget, because there's so many great options at the $100 mark nowadays. I think 2 options at the $100 mark that are very similar to this paddle would probably be the Quanta and the V-Sol Pro, since those options are foam. I will say I've put about 20 hours on this paddle, and I will say that it is much more predictable than the V-Sol Pro. We might have to do a paddle showdown in the future with those 2 paddles. But yeah, guys, I think this is objectively such a good paddle, and I really do highly recommend this paddle. All right, guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do me a favor and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.